Hello everybody, it's Steve. Welcome back to Surviving Mars Below and Beyond. If you watched my video on Thursday, you saw that the Martian Express has raised the maximum difficulty level even further. It technically is 1,195%, but that is just a bit of a mouthful, so I'm rounding up. This is a 1,200% difficulty playthrough. Let's go ahead and get everything set up real quick, and we'll get a colony going on Mars. To get that maximum 1200% difficulty, again I'm rounding up, you got to set up as Paradox Interactive. We now have the Transport Tycoon option available, but it doesn't make the difficulty as high as if you play the Futurist. So we got to play as the Futurist. As much as I would love to play as the Transport Tycoon, I think it would be really fun. I'm going to do the Metatron, which is one of the hard playthroughs, the exact same thing that I was doing in the 1165 playthrough. This new rule, restricted footwalk, actually makes it harder. It kicks up the difficulty by 30% before we even get into the map selection, because now we're at 1020% instead of like 990%. So grab all that. Colony name, I'll figure that out here in a little bit. Just going to load up MacGyver with a standard rocket for Paradox Interactive, and of course we're going to go to our happy little site, 41 north, 111 degrees west. Kicks the difficulty up right there, 1,195. Let's get a colony going. Okay, we've got our map set up, and it's looking very apparent that Advanced Martian Engines is right here like it was in the 1165 playthrough, so I'm just going to queue up these things real quick. It looks like this is where I was setting up last time, but the underground entrance is way up here. So I'm going to scroll. I'm actually going to set up in this corner, because when I was scanning around the map last time, I was aware that this was an alternate site that I would really like setting up at. There's plenty of concrete available. I know there's some rare metals down in this area, but also there's a little bit of metals available that I can get my hands on right out of the gate. The underground entrance is tucked in the corner, and I'm not a huge fan of it, because the underground entrances, they do have the ability, the elevators have the ability to control drones, but that is way out of the way for me. So I'm kind of thinking if I set up in this area around this triple concrete site, that will help me get towards trains. And then building any domes I'll probably do like in this area, be next to this water setup. So I'm going to set my rocket down. I'm actually going to kind of set down over here and build the infrastructure of the colony up in this area. So I'll grab the Universal Depot. Set that there. I'll speed that up a little bit. First thing we're going to do is going to grab this key, get a little bit further with our tech, and let's see, low deposit, average deposit. So I'm probably going to target this one first to get the most concrete out of the ground as I can, as quickly as possible. I think we'll just do a Sterling gen right there. It's just going to be in the middle of things, and of course, once we kind of get into the later game, we'll be able to reset things, as it were. There we go. Set it up like that.
Anomaly analyzed.
Kill.
Milestone achieved.
Set that. I'm going to set it right next to it and get our fuel refinery going. I want to get this going immediately, just so we can get this rocket back to Earth that much faster. Up there.
There's more to the barren and
Live from Mars got done up, as well as Topology AI. I was hoping that key would unlock everything on this, but I guess not. We've got 2 beakers, which would be very, very helpful for me. I'm going to go ahead, we're going to open you up. Unfortunately, we don't have the biggest amount of metals in this site, which is kind of makes it really important for me to get those automated things going, or to find extractor AI as soon as possible. Since our rocket is available, or since we have this here and I have the automated sensor towers, go ahead, move. Wow, this game's trying to kill me early today. I'm going to get some of those, get some sensor towers put up quick as possible. Going to help us scan these things out all that much faster, because we're scanning this one, and we're going to have a sensor tower built in that sector. And this guy, just work our way down the side. If I can find advanced Martian engines, that's going to bring down the time to refuel from 6.5 days down to 5 days. Also, one thing I wanted to bring up as get this new colony going, a massive thank you to everybody who subscribed to the channel during the month of April. April was absolutely gangbusters for the channel. The biggest growth in the channel I have seen in my life, and it's all done by you, the audience. So huge thank you for that, and let's do some research cooperation too. A new deep space telescope will be launched to scan the cosmos from a point even further out than Mars. The company behind the telescope, Lambda Industries, has partnered with our sponsor to share the financial burden of the deep space launch. Our sponsor, not want to waste an opportunity to help their most ambitious project, says the splitting of the launch bill will basically pay for a single supply pod they can fill with a cargo of our choosing. What do we pick? 10 orbital probes. I don't have adapted probes researched yet, so that one, if I had deep scanning already going or adaptive probes, I'd already be on board with that one. Extra resources, 15 machine parts and 15 electronics, or an RC transport. I would love to get a hey. Here's the thing, 15 electronics and 15 machine parts is incredibly helpful in the early days of a colony, because I'm down to 6, I got 13. One dust devil ripping through my colony takes out everything. So I'm actually going to go for the extra resources for this one, and boom, we have a supply pod ready. It's a happy little supply pod. We're going to go ahead and set up a landing spot. Yeah, I guess I'll set it up here. Again, I do reserve the right to just decommission and rip these things down whenever I choose. So keep that in mind. While I'm doing that also, let's get a concrete depot. Set that up over here and set up a large dumping site kind of out here. But boom, we already got some extra resources coming, and once we have some more stuff scanned, hey, we got some polymers found down here, some more metals. There's that rare metals deposit I remember from the 1165 playthrough. And this map, again, this is the exact same seed. The stuff in the underground, though, is probably going to be different, because that stuff is randomized. We saw that when I save scummed with the Mars Atlantis stuff. And that stuff kind of getting a little different. I know this sector's not going to have anything. I think there's actually, the key is down in here. There's a key in this sector that will do a full unlock, one level of everything. So I'm actually going to beeline that sector. I'm going to get that sector scanned, and then I'm going to go up here. And then I'm going to go scan the underground and probably call up a... Wow, they're just going to leave all that stuff on the ground. Okay. That's nice of you. And realistically, if I wanted to, I could build the elevator. I could just move low-G shaft tunneling up. I'm going to low-G move that up. That way, we can get up and down in the underground a little bit faster. And also, any materials that this guy discovers, I can pull them that much faster. Which, kind of a good thing. Also want to make sure I have drone swarm researched before I put down my drone hub, for obvious reasons. You want to make sure you get the most bang for your buck on any of these prefabs. Alright, let's see. Talked about the new channel stuff. Talked about that. Yeah, no, I think I'm caught up on everything. I'm probably forgetting something. If I am, just let me know in the comments section. This video, probably tomorrow's video, I am recording on Sunday, May 1. This is just how it's been settling out with this new DLC coming out. Got a chance to spent a lot of time with my daughter yesterday, even while I was at work. An opportunity to take her for a nice long walk during my lunch break, and she's walking. It's so nice. I also have to like wall off my house a little bit to make sure she's not like running into the kitchen or running like far down the hallway towards my office, and everything's... I love it. Again, if you're new to the channel, I have a 1-year-old daughter. She is my world, and I love to talk about her. I love bragging about her. She is, also, if you don't know, I call her my co-pilot because she's my co-pilot. When she was first born and I was playing Dyson Sphere program last year, I would actually have her in the little like bouncer sleeper thing. And this is when she was like 2 weeks old. There's that anomaly I was looking for. She would just be asleep in the bouncer, and I would just be recording almost ASMR like playing a game called Dyson Sphere program. Don't know this game? Totally understand. Nobody watched it. That's why I stopped playing it. This game, though, people are loving it. Okay. That heart rate is a little high, kiddo. Come on, go back to sleep. Go back to sleep, kiddo. She might be waking up. Just throwing that out there. Ew, cool. Another metals deposit right next to my underground entrance. This is going to be a good starter for a mining colony, especially with all the metals. If I can find Extractor AI, that's one, of course, I need to get my hands on to make sure this colony, or not Extractor AI, Nano Refinement. I need to get my hands on one of those breakthroughs as soon as possible. We'll scan this guy and then Advanced Martian Engines. Right there. Boop. Alright, so we're going to switch from him. We're going to swing up this way. We're going to grab this beaker, and that's going to help. That's going to immediately knock out Advanced Martian Engines. A little disappointed I didn't get the robotics techs unlocked. In fact, I'm going to move that up there. Click on this. Usually that gives us a full 5. I'm a little disappointed that one did not give us a full 5. We only got 2 on that one. Or next, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess it's 7 now. Usually it gives us 7 on the keys. These last 2 keys have only been giving us 2, so I'm a little disappointed on that front. But I've got no problem researching Advanced Martian Engines because long term it's going to be doing this for me. And I do know there's an event down this way. I wanted to say one of the J1, J2 sectors, which is 30 rare metals at the site. And if I could get my hands on that one, if this entrance was down there, absolutely just like go down there, settle, fill this thing up with $700 million. Ooh, 2 more beakers. That's helpful. And again, I'm scanning these sectors because these sectors I can get to. And another reason I chose this mid-ground on this map is with the trains in the Martian Express, they can't go up and down ramps. But as far as I know, nothing says I can't make a level surface along this, around this, or even bring this down to the other level and go over this way. That's actually why I chose this area. Okay, Advanced Martian Engines is done. Low-G Drive is almost done. Yeah, I'm going to actually scan these guys. The reason I'm doing these scans is I really just want to get that drone swarm hood running. I want to get a lot of things up and running. And this rocket is going to be ready here relatively shortly. And getting these technologies out the gate this early, obviously, incredibly important. My long goal this episode, next episode, following episode, get the rocket back to Earth, obviously. Bring back an RC Commander, RC Explorer, and an RC Transport. I need to get a hey because downstairs we're going to need them. Oh, nice. Another water deposit found. Start being able to collect materials and start researching what we got downstairs.
Research complete.
There we go. Alright, we're going to send him down now. I got 41 of 60. We'll send the Explorer down below. We'll scan what we can. Unfortunately, the Explorer AI is one of these 3 techs, which is kind of why I want to get it a little bit sooner rather than later, because if I can start getting this guy to crank out some science for me, it's going to be a heck of a lot better than, that. And I think one of these also does like an extra 100 sponsor research, but I've got so little science being produced right now. Any amount of science I can get from events is really beneficial. And yes, I'm aware I've got these 2 beakers down here, but getting an unlock for additional like 150 science or anything like that, go ahead, send them on down.
Anomaly found.
And we also had a key down here, which is very, very important. We'll scan this first. And if you remember the 1165 playthrough, this is the left one, this is the second one. The first one is down in this area, so I do want to make it down there at some point. Also lamented in the 1165 playthrough, and I think this would be a good thing if Abstraction/Paradox did this in the future, would be if deep scanning, actually make deep scanning that technology, maybe move it down the tech tree a little bit, make it a little more expensive, and then also reveal all the deposits in the underground. Because if deep scanning is able to find deep metal deposits like this one,
Anomaly
why can't they be found from
Anomaly
above?
Found.
That's what throws me off a little bit. Alright, we got our autosave because we're on Sol 6 now. This guy is going to be ready to go at the end of the day, by the way, because we are actually producing enough fuel to send it back. Good stuff. Go ahead, we'll get these things researched. And yeah, I want to get Logi high-rise done. We can just unlock that, unlock that, unlock that. And I think the key I get will probably unlock this thing, this thing, this thing. It might go a little further than that. I would be surprised if it did, to be honest.
Anomaly found.
We got our first collapsed tunnel over here. Obviously, the collapsed tunnel tech going to be needed to clear these cave-ins. Most, if not all, of the rare events are hiding behind these tunnels. Rare anomalies, super helpful. Got some materials here. We got concrete this time, metals and rare metals. Ooh. The last time I rolled this map, or in the 1165 playthrough, it was food, electronics, and polymers. So knowing that this gets randomized is kind of helpful. Just know things a little bit. Now, if I was able to... Now, in fact, that's enough to build this elevator, too.
Research complete.
Yeah. Oh, it also produces water. Fascinating. So it needs 80 and 20. Hey, that's all the metals. That's a lot of the concrete right there.
There's more to the barren.
Large stations. Hey! This is the train. We got our first train tech. The train techs usually show up around this area. It's one of these somewhat early technologies. So, large station connecting 4 tracks. And we'll do trains. It's not going to be one of those we're going to do it right away. We're going to beeline it stuff. We do need to actually make sure we have the infrastructure set up for it. I'm just going to scan around here. I know there's anomalies that are pretty close by. I'm going to see everything I can get. Because if any one of these is the damaged rover, or the stalactite event, I don't want to get it. I want to make sure that I'm exploring as much as I can before I destroy the rover. That long tunnel. Let's see what we got down this way. Oh, we got an event upstairs.
Sector scanned.
Alright, nothing found up there. We're at 58 of 60. I don't have drone swarm researched yet. This is a problem. Also don't have the elevator unlocked. Crap. Okay, the rocket is going to stay here.
Found.
Because I don't want, as much as I'd love to... Actually, hang on. I'm going to queue up my automated systems tech. I want to have that one ready to go. Because if I find an event that gives me a ton of science, I want to be able to just, like... I don't want to have, like, no active research. And then lose that science to something else. Gonna hug the wall here. Hope I don't get a cave-in on me. Knowing my luck, I would.
Anomaly found.
Hey, I found my first rare. Let's go ahead and grab this guy. Since there's not a lot going with the game, it's a lot of just waiting right now. Nanites. While analyzing this anomaly, our RC Explorer started to exhibit some weird behavior, as if something infected its circuitry and started making it take seemingly random actions. Our scientists immediately started reviewing the diagnostics. They found that specific components of the RC Explorer were directly receiving commands from something small enough to infiltrate its circuitry. On an electrical discharge and a reboot later, we managed to restore the RC Explorer's use and capture a sample of the material that caused behavior. Turns out to be nanorobots that must have been buried here for ages. Researching these nanites will enable us to apply them to a certain area and mass produce them. Where do you think this would be most useful? This is talking about nano refinement right here. So we have nanite construction, which will just build stuff that much faster. Landscaping, which will automatically do landscaping projects, or resource extraction. Nano refinement has been unlocked, and there was much rejoicing. Yay! First breakthrough tech, and oh, guess what? It's 1400. Absolutely going to queue that up as third, by the way. If we go into, well, we're not getting this. I'm not even trying to get that one in time, but research a breakthrough is 500 research. Launch a rocket from Mars is 250 research, and constructing a dome.
Found. Anomaly found.
Ooh, nice. What'd we find? Oh, we had a meteor come down way over there. I'm not getting to that anytime soon. I'm just not. Alright. Probably should have beelined drone swarm before my rocket was ready to go.
Sector scanned.
Alright, we got a key. We got an eyeball here. I think, if I recall correctly, this just produces a vista at this site. So it's not the end-all, be-all when it comes to research events. So we'll leave that one be for just a moment.
Anomaly analyzed.
There's more to the
There we go. That's the full one I was looking for. Okay. Essentially, let's see, we get 5,000 research. So 1, 2, 3. I think that's a good way to play it, just to make sure I just get that money back. And we got the 6 planetary anomalies. All right, let's use, we do some outsourcing. That's going to get us to getting stuff done that much faster. Another eyeball, always good. And this over here is the other drop spot, the other drop zone, or landing spot for, yep, right there. This is the other entrance to the underground, surface tunnel.
Anomaly found.
And that surface tunnel connects up here. That one is always in the same place on this map. This one floats around. This one can bounce to multiple locations. So that's why this one is not in the same place as last time. In the 1165 playthrough, it was over here in like Sector A4, A5. Okay, those meteors really need to knock it off. I know I'm playing with Armageddon, guys, but come on. And once I have this research, I'm actually going to have enough materials to build this elevator very quickly, because it needs 80, 20, and 10. I've got 80, 17, and 28. I've got most of the materials I need here. Polymers over there. This is, again, why you need an RC transport for this map, because there's metal down here. And I know there's more metal on the ground down this way, too. In fact, that's as far as I've scanned. With the scant metals that we have here, it's going to make it a little difficult in the long run. Thankfully, with this concrete extractor, which I'm going to have to shut down here soon because I'm running out of materials. We're running out of space for them. Oh, brain just stopped.
Electrostatic dust storm approaching.
That's a problem. Got 10 polymers available. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to get a single... I'm going to get us a standard wind turbine here. Just going to get a regular wind turbine so I can close this guy up. There's drone swarm. Now I'm comfortable putting down this drone hub. I don't want to put it like... If I'm honest, I want to put it right there. It's like right here would be kind of cool to put it, because it's next to a lot of stuff. And I can access the water from this site. However, this building will get dusted, or this will dust it when I do it. Let's actually... Don't build it. I'm going to get a little crazy with this.
Milestone achieved.
Boom. Managed to do it. Pulled that one off. So now we have access to this water deposit from this drone hub. We can do everything else from the drone hub. That extra science kicked up our low-G shaft tunneling. We got nano refinement being researched. There's our Explorer AI. So we're actually going to queue that up under Mars crowdfunding above transport optimization. Have I ever gotten this message before? I have like 300 hours in this game. Have I ever gotten this message? Essentially, it's like, hey, you need to resupply. I'm doing okay on most materials. Once I get automated stuff done, I'll be fine.
Anomaly found.
Plus, when I get the elevator
Electrostatic
built...
dust storm approaching.
Yeah. Plus, once I get the elevator built... Which, again... It takes 20 metals, so I'm just a little short on metals. I'm 5 short on it. I can go get those metals and be fine.
Research complete.
Oh, research cooperation. More stuff. Alright, analyze space telescope data to continue. I'm going to go ahead and do fuel. Put that up there and turn this off. I've now got enough fuel being produced to... As soon as that rocket comes back, I can immediately turn around and send them off somewhere else. Let's see. Research that is 1750, so it's not too much. I'll have to do the story bits here. We've unlocked smart homes already, which is very helpful. And I'm over the 30-minute mark on gameplay for this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cut in here after I read this anomaly. Metals, concrete, and rare metals. I'll absolutely take it. I'll put a cut in here. In the next video, we'll bring that rocket back. We're going to deal with this big old dust storm. And just keep working on building this colony up. This is going to be a slow burn playthrough, unfortunately. So, not sure exactly... I don't have enough materials to build the dome, so I'm not worried about building a dome yet. It would be kind of cool to get that thing done. I'm not too worried about it. This is going to be a slow burn, build up the colony, terraform the planet, and hopefully survive at 1200% difficulty. That is going to wrap it up for this video, though. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and all the videos that come out on this channel. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.